Hello guys, welcome to Centom, and for today's topic we'll be talking about Epipremium Pinnatum. Epipremium Pinnatum is a species of plants that belongs to the Araceae family, and it is also known as tibative. And they are also known to have some medicinal properties such as anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory, but they can be toxic when you ingested them in large quantities. Now, for the characteristics of this plant is that they are climbers. So when you see them on the wild, you'd see them on trees. And if you're going to take care of them, you have to provide them with poles. And one of the characteristics of this plant is that the leaves can grow very big and elongated. And they have a lot of penetrations when they are in their mature form. Meaning penetration is that they have these cuts on its edges, similar to Monstera. But when it comes to their younger version, it doesn't have those penetrations yet. Now, for the care of this plant is that you just have to provide them with bright indirect light or direct light in the morning. And when it comes to watering, they are not very sensitive to overwatering and underwatering. Actually, they are very easy to take care of as long as you provide them with a good soil that is well draining, so the roots would not rot. These plants can be considered also invasive because since they grow so fast, they can take over a certain area very fast. So you have to prune them and maintain that they don't intrude other plants. Now, for the propagation of these plants, they are very easy, like this one. As you could see here, you just need to cut them in between nodes. Here, you could just simply cut them here and then just place them on a pot and bury these roots. As you could see here, this is one of my propagation here. I just cut and stick it on the soil and they're now growing. It's that easy. Now let's talk about the different varieties of Epipremium. The first Epipremium that I bought was this Epipremium albo. Albo, when you say albo, it means white. As you could see here in the old leaf, it's color white. But when it's still young, the lighter version is kind of yellow. And this plant is a very fast grower. When I bought this, it was only a 2-leafer. And it develops very fast. You could see here, it has penetrations already. And it is one of my favorite because it is so beautiful. And it doesn't give me a lot of problems. It's just that the white portion of this can get damaged faster because variegated plants can be weaker when it has too much variegations. So it has to be balanced. There should be enough chlorophyll on the leaves to give it strength. Now, the next plant that we have here is this Epipremum Mint. This plant is also a fast grower and it can develop penetrations very fast as well. But the variegation is not yet that prominent or visible, unlike the elbow. Maybe when this plant matures, it will have a more visible variegation. I think this is an Epipremium Mint marble. Before, it's in dark green, but now it's getting lighter. Now the next plant that we have here is the Epipremum Aurea, meaning it is yellow. As you can see here, it has a nice variegated color similar to the golden photos, and it is quite similar to Epiflame, but compared to the other Epipremium, the leaves tends to grow slower. They are not as big as the other Epipremium. It would take a while for the leaves to grow in size, but they can grow a lot of leaves fast, but not as big as the other Epipremium. Now the next plant that we have here is the Epipremium Flame. It is very similar to Epipremium Aurea, and it's very hard to distinguish between these two plants. And I guess you'd only see the difference once they grow in its maturity, and I think that the Epiflame is a lot more yellow. The saturation of its yellow is a lot stronger compared to the Aurea. And I heard that the stem of the Epiflame is a lot greener compared to the Epi Aurea. As you can see here, it's also a fast grower, but its leaves is kind of small, so it will take some time for the leaves to grow bigger. But when it comes to producing leaves, it can produce a lot of leaves very fast. Now the next plant we have here was sold to me as Epipremium Pinnatum Cebu Blue. But I'm not too sure if this is really Cebu Blue, because I heard that Cebu Blue is usually has a silvery color. So this plant must be a regular tibatib only. So I'm not too sure. So I'll just have to wait and see if it will change in its maturity. But it looks beautiful also. It can provide a lot of tropical vibe in your garden. The penetration is very prominent, as you could see here. It is very nice. That's about it, guys. Those are my Epipremium Pinnatum collection, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them and getting to know them. And thank you for watching, and see you on my next episode. Goodbye.